General Douglas MacArthur. You're probably most familiar with his work in World War II as well as the Korean War. However, he actually played a pretty big role for the Americans in World War I. Not only that, he's always been a little bit of a flamboyant dresser. This was him in 1916 prior to the US involvement. But once he gets over to Europe, this is how he dresses. At no point would he wear a gas mask or a helmet in combat. Instead, he would use this style of hat where he would remove wiring so that it'd be floppier, and then that became a trend later on. So he's a real trendsetter. Also, he wouldn't really go into combat with any kind of weapon. He would bring a riding crop. He actually participated in quite a lot of over-the-wire missions, crawling through no man's land and assaulting positions with only a handful of soldiers by his side. There are also a lot of funny circumstances where he would get captured by his fellow soldiers because he would be dressed so strangely compared to everybody else, they would assume he was a German. He also would rarely ever wear any of the medals that he received in any operation. But you can see just how many medals this guy got in World War I alone. This is in the 1920s. And there was also a lot of times where he almost would receive the Medal of Honor. However, because of a lot of political issues that go along with the Medal of Honor, and a lot of people didn't care for him because of how crazy he was, they didn't want to give it to him. However, he did receive the Medal of Honor in World War II. Also, check out those pants. They're designed to ride a horse.